You're watching Money Matters. I'm Ryan Owens in New York. We turn now to an ad campaign that's undergone what you might call a YouTubeization. We like that term. Nissan Automotive has teamed up with a handful of marketing teams to create an ad that appeals to a more youthful crowd using a documentary-style approach and web blogs. They are marketing Nissan as a car so comfortable and functional you could actually live out of it. Let's check it out.
Hey, I'm Marc Horowitz. I just got myself a brand new Nissan Sentra. The dealer said I could pretty much live out of this car, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be a little difficult because I'm probably going to start to get some funk under here, you know. I'm going to live out of this car for the next 7 days. Got a lot of stuff, man. How did I get all this stuff? Stick around. This is going to get interesting.
All right, we're joined now by Mark, presumably without the shades. Yeah, there he is. And Brent Anderson, the guy who helped create this. Hey, guys, thanks very much for being with us. Mark, first of all, they're in L.A., by the way, so there's a slight delay, so bear with us. But, Mark, how'd you survive your 7 days?
How did I survive it?
Yeah.
Very comfortably. It was wonderful. It was a challenge that was set forth to me, and I think I survived it quite well. Showering in public parks and eating ramen noodles outside of my car, it became sort of second nature to me, if you will.
What's your life been like since you made these commercials? Has there been any sort of invasion of privacy? Do people think they sort of own you or they know you, or what's life been like?
It's pretty crazy. Like, all my friends from high school and grade school are coming out of the woodwork, and friends that I thought no longer were alive are contacting me, so I think it's pretty surreal. It's very, my very first kiss contacted me, which was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, Brent, talk to me about this overall concept. Obviously, advertisers are trying to do something different here. Everybody I know logs onto YouTube about 1 million times a day and looks at any kind of videos they can get their hands on. So I guess that's the idea, but give me some idea where you came up with this from.
Well, I mean, basically the idea came out of the car itself. You know, early on when we were talking to the designers and the engineers at Nissan, they talked about sort of creating this car that could be a perfect fit for somebody that was, 25 to 35. And we saw a bunch of pictures early on about how they sort of used their car as sort of an extension of their house. It's sort of a big backpack. They would go from work to the gym, to hanging out. And so we just sort of used this as an opportunity to put the actual car to the test. And in its most basic sense, this campaign is just a product demonstration. Put Mark in a car, see what happens, and see if it is see if the car is exactly what they designed it to be.
How would you describe the feedback to it, Brent?
Well, it's been
sorry.
It's been really quite phenomenal. Nissan, this is really a unique way for a car to be launched in North America, and I really have to give it to Nissan. We took them an idea that was risky, and they said go with it. So it's been really fun to see what the response has been, because it's different than what's typical.
Very.
I hate to do this to you, but it is my job. I'm looking at a piece of bread sitting between you guys. We also saw the clip of it. It is my job to ask. What's going on there?
This is my lifelong companion here. Unfortunately, this is like a third version because the real original one that I had for 7 years got eaten by a seagull when I went and took a shower in the ocean. But it'll do.
Companionship.
My companionship is now once again here. So this he's got his own house and everything. It's pretty awesome.
When one lives in one's car, one needs to find company wherever they can. Is that the deal?
Yeah. You get a little stir crazy when you're living in a car, so you talk to pieces of toast.
I can imagine. Brent, let's try to take a U-turn here and be serious for a second. Some critics, to the extent there are any critics, say, you know what, this is so contrived because he had a script at least partially, and it's a corporate concept, and they're acting like it's reality TV and it's all real. How do you respond to those critics?
Well, it's a fair assessment to look and critique the campaign, but at the end of the day, it was very important for us that we approach this project wanting to maintain authenticity and reality. So it was important that we found somebody who we thought was up to a task. We looked for somebody who was not an actor in the traditional sense, and he actually did live in the car. We had 168 straight hours of filming, and we there were certain situations. It's not different than I think in most cases reality TV. We established situations, and Marc lived those situations, and his personality showed through. There was very little scripting. Marc knew some of the direction that he had to take, but we stepped back as much as we could and let Marc just do what he does naturally.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that Marc would be a guy who would be following the script necessarily. Marc, last question for you. Where in the world does your career take you next, do you think?
Oh, gosh, I have no idea. I thought about, for a while, trying to go out and find a blimp pilot, because there's only 16 of them in the United States. So I think that's my next big project. But, you know, more comedic performance stuff would be awesome. Who knows? Who knows what the next project's going to be? NASA's looking for somebody to sleep, you know, for 3 weeks on a bed. You know, so I might do that. I have no idea.
Whatever you do, bring the bread with you. I think that's a good career.
I will, you know. Yeah.
All right, Marc and Brent.
Bread in space.
All right, from LA. Thanks, guys, very much, and thank the little piece of bread for being with us too. See you guys. And that is Money Matters. I'm Ryan Owens in New York. Thanks very much for watching.